With the release of the last Voyage of the Demeter in theaters, let's take a look at the captain's log and significance of the Demeter ship in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Bram Stoker's classic novel, Dracula, is an enduring masterpiece that continues to captivate readers with its chilling tale of horror and suspense. Among the many intriguing elements in the novel, the captain's log and the Demeter ship play a crucial role in the unfolding of the story. In this review, we will explore the significance of the captain's log and the events aboard the Demeter, shedding light on their impact on the narrative and the portrayal of Count Dracula. The captain's log is a pivotal document that sets the stage for the unfolding of the story in Dracula. It serves as a narrative device that provides important background information and introduces readers to the mysterious and sinister Count Dracula. The log recounts the events that transpired aboard the Demeter ship during its ill-fated voyage from Varna to Whitby. As the Demeter approaches its destination, the entries in the log become increasingly ominous, foreshadowing the arrival of a malevolent force. The crew's strange disappearances, followed by the discovery of their lifeless bodies, add an air of dread and foreboding to the narrative. The log also reveals the inexplicable supernatural occurrences on the ship, which heighten the suspense and anticipation for the reader. Through the captain's log, Bram Stoker effectively builds tension and suspense, creating an atmosphere of fear and unease. The gradual revelation of the ship's eerie and macabre events adds layers of complexity to the story, engaging readers in the unfolding mystery of Count Dracula's sinister plans. The introduction of the Demeter ship marks a turning point in the novel, as it brings the evil force of Count Dracula from his remote castle to the bustling streets of England. The arrival of Dracula aboard the Demeter symbolizes the invasion of foreign evil into the heart of England, reflecting the fears and anxieties of the Victorian era regarding the unknown and the unfamiliar. Dracula's choice of the Demeter ship as his mode of transportation is strategic, allowing him to infiltrate England's society undetected and unseen. The ship's isolation at sea emphasizes the isolation of evil in an otherwise civilized world, heightening the sense of dread and foreboding. As the Demeter sails toward Whitby, it becomes a cursed vessel, haunted by the malevolent presence of Dracula. The eerie atmosphere aboard the ship creates a feeling of unease and suspense, as strange events and the unexplained disappearance of the crew members unfold. The description of the Demeter as a ghost ship, with no living soul aboard after its arrival in Whitby, amplifies the ship's role as a harbinger of death and supernatural forces. The Demeter becomes a ghostly apparition, embodying the sinister nature of the vampire and foreshadowing the horror that awaits England. The Demeter ship functions as a microcosm of the impending doom that awaits England upon Dracula's arrival. The ship's crew members represent the vulnerability of the human psyche to the malevolent influence of the vampire. The gradual transformation of the crew into mindless and fearful individuals mirrors the slow descent into darkness that the vampire brings to England. Moreover, the ship becomes a metaphor for the forces of chaos and disorder that threaten to destabilize Victorian society. Dracula's presence disrupts the norms and safety of the ship, causing fear, paranoia, and the eventual demise of the crew. In this sense, the Demeter serves as a commentary on the fragility of civilization in the face of the supernatural. The episodes aboard the Demeter are a masterful display of Bram Stoker's ability to build tension and suspense. Through the captain's log and the scattered clues left behind, the reader is drawn into the mystery of the ship and its malevolent passenger. The captain's log, in particular, provides foreshadowing of the horror that awaits England, hinting at the supernatural occurrences and strange events aboard the ship. The log becomes a crucial source of information for Professor Van Helsing and his team of vampire hunters, guiding them in their pursuit of Dracula. The Demeter ship serves as a significant backdrop for the eventual confrontation between Count Dracula and his pursuers. The location of the ship at the time of its grounding becomes the site of the first encounter between Dracula and the vampire hunters, marking the beginning of their battle against the undead. As the novel progresses, The revelations from the captain's log and the events aboard the Demeter provide critical insights into Dracula's weaknesses and vulnerabilities, shaping the strategies used by the vampire hunters to defeat him. In conclusion, the Demeter ship in Dracula by Bram Stoker is a powerful symbol of doom and a catalyst for the unfolding terror in the novel. Its arrival in England marks the invasion of foreign evil into a civilized world, instilling a sense of dread and foreboding. The ship's haunting journey and the events aboard it serve to build tension and suspense, leading to the eventual confrontation between Count Dracula and his pursuers. As a microcosm of the impending doom and a metaphor for societal fragility, the Demeter adds depth and complexity to the novel's narrative, making it a compelling and enduring work of horror literature. Conclusion. The captain's log and the Demeter ship play pivotal roles in Dracula, heightening the novel's atmosphere of terror and adding depth to the narrative. The captain's log sets the stage for the unfolding mystery, providing crucial background information about the supernatural events surrounding the Count's arrival in England. The Demeter ship becomes a symbol of doom, carrying the embodiment of evil to foreign shores and foreshadowing the horrors that await England. Through these elements, Bram Stoker skillfully weaves a tale of horror and suspense that continues to enthrall readers to this day. The captain's log and the Demeter ship episodes add layers of complexity to the story, enriching the portrayal of Count Dracula and the challenges faced by the novel's protagonists. As a result, Dracula remains a timeless classic that continues to fascinate and terrify readers with its portrayal of the immortal vampire and the haunting events that surround him aboard the cursed Demeter ship.